Kill the Noise is an artist that keeps innovating in so many ways, and his Hello World era has been one of my favorites of his entire career. I really enjoyed this album when it came out last August, and I'm really excited to review the 8 tracks he released for the remix album. This is Hello World Reanimated. This is an album that has a lot of amazing artists, and it has a lot of interesting sounds that I'm excited to review and go over, because I really like Kill the Noise's music, and the selection of artists I think was really good, even though there are a few that I never heard of before, that I've heard in a couple of places here and there, and I think they shine here, and they made the most out of the bass songs and fused with Kill the Noise's distinct style and just a variety of genres he covers. So yeah, I'm really excited to talk about these, so let's go on with the first one. So the first out of the 8 songs is Give Out with Hellion with the Feed Me remix, and Feed Me is a really amazing artist. I've been following him throughout the years. I love his music. I love his distinct style of bass house and just like progressive house, like all the ways he combines different genres. And it's great the way he remixed this song, because he has been working a lot with Kill the Noise over the years. They combine their styles a lot in a lot of ways, and the same way like his style with Seven Lions makes the most out of like his melodic bass style, like is more like combined with heavy dubstep. This one makes the most out of like Kill the Noise's other style that is more like housey, more like progressive house. This one has a lot of interesting drops throughout the song. I feel like this one mixed with Hellion's vocals makes a lot of great thing for those like melodic styles, and this one combines it with some like interesting house, like some like experimental elements, and I especially love like the final drop with kind of like the breaks in the voice. I feel like that is just makes it sound so good and also innovates over the original in so many ways. Now the next song, it is probably my favorite, and it is just great in a lot of ways. This is Mirage, the Matt So remix. And Mirage is a collaboration with Feed Me and Tasha Baxter. It is the first out of 2 remixes, but this one is just so beautiful. And it is actually very long too. It like takes the bass song and stretches it out, but in a very amazing way. I feel like this one has like those melodic house feelings from a song from 2013, 2014, and I mean that in all the best ways. I feel like this one, just like the emotion that is carried throughout the melodies, the synths, is beautiful, and it makes me want to re-listen to a lot of Matt So's work, because I've heard him here and there. I love like some of his remixes with Kill the Noise. Like they made a remix for Big Gigantic that I enjoyed, and this song just makes me really happy. I feel like it is really good, and yeah, definitely my favorite out of Hello World Reanimated. It is beautiful. And we have another remix for Mirage, the same one with Feed Me and Tasha Baxter. This one is by Last Heroes. And this one was a very surprising song. I love when some of these melodic based artists just take a song and make it a completely new style from what we're used to. And Last Heroes is known for making a lot of like melodic styles, like more of the traditional Ophelia sounds. And in this one, they just go crazy. I feel like this one has a lot of interesting elements. There's a lot of like psytrance, just like more darker synths and more darker feelings for this remix that they were going for. And I think it works really well. I feel like this one just has like a really distinct and unique style. And yeah, that's something I really appreciate from Last Heroes. And I just love them. They're one of my favorite artists on the label and also off label. Then we have 2 remixes for Ultraviolent. And Ultraviolent originally was one of those songs that took me a while to get into. It was one of my least favorites from Hello World. It was also the first single. But this remix, the one from Chameleon, I feel like it really does a lot with this song. It flips it into a very amazing and distinct style of drum and bass that is very dark, very powerful, heavy, and it was just so cool to listen to. I feel like this one is also one of my favorites in the album. I got it saved because it is just so cool and so badass, and yeah, I really enjoyed this song too. The next one is Ultraviolent from Godlands remix. Godlands is an artist that has been featured on Monster Cat a couple times in the past, and this song is good. I feel like it's really similar to the first remix, the Ultraviolent Chameleon remix, but it has some really interesting styles. It's a little bit more playful. It has some like interesting samples here and there, and it turns it into something really interesting and cool. I like the Chameleon one a lot more better, but I feel like this one also does a lot of interesting things with the song. Then Afraid of the Dark, Starseed remix. I feel like Starseed is one of my favorite rising artists of Ophelia, like on the label and also off, and this song is really interesting. It's very different, but I really enjoy Starseed because it feels like each song they try to innovate with new and distinct styles of music, like different genres, but they also have like the really interesting glassy sound, like a lot of different styles, melodies, like they have harsher basses here and there, like more smoother styles in different songs, and this one just kind of combines a lot of that. And also Afraid of the Dark is a great song. It was one of my favorite songs in the album too, with Kara on the vocals, and yeah, it's really good. But I feel like the next song is my favorite one out of the Afraid of the Dark remixes. So the 7th song on the album is Afraid of the Dark, Kui remix. And Jakui is one of those artists that I've loved to see in so many places and a lot of collaborations, a lot of remixes. I feel like it is amazing to connect with all these artists, and I love his style. I feel like it's really interesting, really innovative, and it has like that distinct like rhythm style. and it applies it to Afraid of the Dark, but also with melodic elements that work really well in this song. I feel like the drops really make the best out of that transition from melodic into a little bit to heavier styles, and then it just kind of like ends in a way that really makes you like this song and also like appreciate the heavier styles of some of these amazing dubstep artists. And I just love this one, and I think it's one of my favorites too. And I'm really starting to like Jaqui a lot. I love to keep listening to his EPs. He releases so many music that keeps it all very fresh and also keeps innovating, and that's, I think, one of the best ways to make progress as an artist. Then the last song on the album is Paper Moon, the Swan remix, or Swan. I sorry if I mispronounced that. But Paper Moon was also a really amazing song from Hello World. I really liked it. I thought it was amazing. It is a song with Angeli and Are We Dreaming? And Swan really made an interesting and very smooth remix. I feel like this one is just so soft, so powerful, and it has like a very distinct, like kind of like break style, like a drum and bass mixed with breaks that really makes it interesting. And I liked it for the way it innovates on the original song in so many ways. And yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty solid album. These 8 songs are really good. These are pretty new artists to the Ophelia Records roster, but I feel like each one has its own place, and I like this album a lot. I just really hope there will be like more songs in it, because they just remixed 5 out of the 10 songs, and I think it would have been better to maybe like make it double length, like maybe 16 songs, keeping these and also introducing like some of the more well-known artists, like a little bit more of the Ophelia roster, some melodic bass, some of heavier remixes. I remember there was a couple really heavy remixes on the last one, Embrace Reanimated, and I would have loved to see like at least a little bit more. I feel like 8 is just like too short for the amazing amount of talent out there, so it would have been amazing to see this like a little bit longer album, but overall it's pretty solid. But yeah, I would especially love to see like remixes for Drive, remixes for Broken Pains, which was probably the best song in the album, and we didn't get those, but I feel like these ones were good. Overall, I feel like it would have been better, but I'm satisfied with what we got in this remix album. So overall, I'm going to give it a 70 out of 100. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to keep seeing more of Kill the Noise's journey. I love that he released 2 albums back to back on 2022 and 2023, and I will have to keep seeing him grow, because I really enjoy his collaborations and his journey that he's taken like more of the melodic bass route, but also keeping his roots with kind of like house and dubstep and all that heavy styles that a lot of people know and love. So anyways, that was my video on Kill the Noise's Hollow World Reanimated. It's such a great album, and if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you like melodic bass, please stick around, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. Those are my thoughts on the album, and yeah, I'd love to keep seeing more of Kill the Noise. So see you guys later, and have a great day.